welcome to the channel. Today we're recapping a story from Junji Ito's collection called Tomie. Before we begin, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Tomie Kawakami was murdered on her way back from a school trip. Her body was found in dozens of pieces and the killer hasn't been caught. However, Tomie returns to school as if nothing happened. Her teacher, Mr. Satoru Takagi, tries to ask her what happened. He thinks she must be Tomie's twin, but she denies this and tells him she loves him after whispering information in his ear reminding him of his past. Takagi has a nervous breakdown. Although Tomie had been positively identified by dental records, the pieces collected by the crime lab have now been cremated, so they can't check again. Yamamoto, who had been Tomie's boyfriend, is disturbed by the events and wants nothing to do with her. Tomie tries to ask her friend Riko why people are treating her differently, but Riko can't answer. Tomie jumps off a bridge and disappears, causing Riko to wonder if Tomie was a ghost all along. Riko catches up with Yamamoto, who thinks that Tomie came to drive them crazy. He believes Tomie will torment them until they give themselves up to the police. A flashback shows that when the class went on their field trip to a mountain, Yamamoto caught Tomie cheating on him with Mr. Takagi. They had an argument that caused Tomie to fall over the mountainside to her death. Yamamoto wanted to go to the police, but the whole class, except Riko, hated Tomie and told him not to throw away his life for her. They cut her into pieces and gave one to each member of the class, with each person responsible for disposing of it. Riko, as Tomie's only female friend, was given her heart and dropped it into the river at the spot on the bridge where Riko had just seen Tomie jump. The others in the class discover that Yamamoto and Riko are planning to go to the police. They corner the two and try to kill them, but are interrupted by the arrival of Tomie. Yamamoto and Riko are left alone with her, and Tomie asks if Riko has been seeing Yamamoto behind her back. Riko manages to run away. She explains that Yamamoto was later found but had been driven insane. Several of her classmates have dropped out of school or committed suicide. While Riko's family moved to the seaside, she is still not sure what happened and wonders if Tomie's death on the school trip was some kind of mass hallucination. The story ends as Riko discovers that Tomie's heart washed up in the sea and is now regenerating into a new Tomie. Satoru Takagi, Tomie's former teacher, escapes from the jail where he was being held. The prison guards discuss his case, including the fact that Tomie returned to the school and was believed to be a ghost. Yet Takagi said that she was never a regular person. At Morita Hospital, Yukiko is awaiting a kidney transplant. Her boyfriend Tadashi visits her every day but has become distant towards her. She looks out of the window and sees him meeting Tomie in the street. Later, Tomie comes to Yukiko's room and introduces herself as Riko Mizutani, Tadashi's new girlfriend. She says that Tadashi hates Yukiko and wants her to die, has tried to break up with her, and is a two-faced liar and not the caring man Yukiko thought. Tomie becomes enraged when Yukiko throws a stuffed animal at her, but then a nurse removes Tomie from the room. When Tadashi visits next, Yukiko says that she knows about Riko and orders him to leave. Yukiko later goes into shock and has to have an emergency transfusion to save her life. Later, Tadashi confronts Riko over what she said to Yukiko. Riko says that she and Yukiko are friends, and Yukiko confessed to cheating on Tadashi with a doctor at the hospital. Tadashi is suspicious of Riko, with stories about her past and what school she goes to change each time. Riko gets angry when Tadashi won't buy her a pair of earrings, and says she's going to find a rich man. She also confesses that her name isn't really Riko. Tadashi thinks back to when he met Riko at the coast, presumably after the events of Tomie. A Tomie washed up in the sea. He realizes that she looks like the pictures of Tomie Kawakami, the murder victim whose death was reported in the news. Tadashi plans to go back to the hospital and apologize to Yukiko, but Riko appears. She says she was just teasing him about the earrings and really loves him. Tadashi stabs her to death and is caught by the police. At the station, Tadashi says he doesn't know why he killed her, but that ever since he met her he has had a strange compulsion to chop her into pieces. At the hospital, Tomie is the only possible kidney match for Yukiko, but they can't authorize a donation without the approval of the victim's family. However, Takagi appears in disguise and identifies her as his daughter. He gives permission for the transplant and disappears. The operation goes ahead, but Yukiko's stomach starts to swell and she collapses in pain. An X-ray shows that the kidney is growing arms and legs and starting to turn into a human head. Doctors rush to remove it, but when they do, it emerges as a fully formed head which announces that her name is Tomie. Subscribe and share this video if you would like more from Junji Ito's collection.